What's up, guys? Peter from Panda here. Hey, thanks for coming back and visiting us here at the Panda Institute of Technology. The item that I picked up here is a backpack, and you may say, looks just like a poncho or something. It's pretty small, really small package. Comes in this little bag. It's a backpack that I wanted to show you and take a look at because it's not a name brand that you probably would have heard of. It's Aishanglang Sportswear Company. So not the Jan Sports, the North Faces, Patagonias that you might be familiar with. So because it might not fall on your radar, I wanted to show it to you. So it has a little strap here for grab handle for carrying it. It's very light, very thin, and pretty nice little nylon bag here. Opens up just like this, and the backpack folds out just like this. So man, it doesn't get any easier than that. And in fact, then the bottom, this was the bag itself, folds up, and what is really cool here, it is now a door for a front bottom pocket when it's inside out. So what's really clever is you can see where the logo was on the outside of the pouch. That's now going to face in, and you're going to be able to zip it up like this. So now you can zip it closed like this, and you're going to have this other logo, advertising the brand, up here on the top. What's pretty clever about this is that, one, it looks really well integrated. It doesn't look like a backpack that would necessarily be a fold-up, kind of a cleverly designed minimalist backpack. It looks like this is how you'd buy it. But then the other thing that's pretty clever is that the grab handle on the bag when it's folded up can serve as kind of a loop to use a carabiner, to lock your keys on, a pocket knife, something like that. You can lock on valuables into here before you zip them up. So I'm actually really impressed with how well thought out it is. And overall, it's pretty big. I mean, here is my fuel backpack, one that I use a lot. And it's a little smaller for sure, and the material's a lot thinner. But it is, what I think it's hard to see here is how much volume this backpack actually really will allow you to utilize on your next trip. So if we open up the top pocket here, gray interior lining. This pocket up in the front, right behind this main one, goes all the way to the bottom. Pretty nice sized in there. And looks like the inner plastic is waterproof, at least splash proof, but the material facing the outside of the backpack looks waterproof. There is also, on the outside here, and there's two zippers that close up this front pocket. One on this side, and then one on this side. There's also a little pocket right here, and that goes down to the bottom pocket, so you can put in, you can fit a whole sandwich, GPS, binoculars, trail maps, anything like that. And then the main pocket here, where you would expect it to be, looks like it is also dual zippered. So there's one zipper here, and the cool thing is, they have these grab handles that are rubber. They're pretty substantial, and they've got a little texturing, so they're pretty grippy, and they seem pretty durable. And then they're tied on there with some kind of paracord, so I don't expect them to fall off. They should also be pretty quiet being rubber. And then your main pocket is pretty big. It goes the full length of the backpack, obviously, and this is where you could actually shove a bunch of stuff. Again, the material that faces the outer side of the backpack looks to me to be waterproof. I mean, you could suffocate if you get yourself caught in this backpack, I think. So that's great, because if you do get caught in some weather, you don't have to worry about everything inside getting soaked. There's kind of an unflapped pocket on right against the back, so you could put papers or something that you want separated from the main compartment. And then that's pretty big. I'm pretty impressed with that. And again, zips up to seal up everything inside. Black and gray, I like the color scheme. Two mesh pockets on either side here, and they're not the mesh that you can kind of easily see through. It's actually a more substantial mesh than a lot of those side pockets, you know, that tend to kind of look more like fishnet. This is a lot more like an Under Armour shirt to me, or something like that. It might be a little hard to tell, but you know, it's a little bit stretchy, seems to breathe. I can see a little daylight through it when I look, especially from the inside out, but definitely good for water bottles or maps or whatever you might need. One on both sides. And then the straps here, which aren't attached right now to the bottom, but that's just a matter of doing it once. So you could fit it in here, and then through here, and then, is that it? Seems like that's all that it takes, and that's pretty nice fit. I want to show you the under part of the strap. This is that kind of mesh material that I'm a little more familiar with, kind of the bigger holes, a little bit of padding below that, a little bit of I'm not sure, just kind of like a thin foam, and then stitched on the sides here. And then the front is just that same nylon backpack material, but a little bit of breathability here. This is more like an athletic jersey, like a football jersey. So bigger holes in it to breathe a little bit better. And then again, this side, you would just, to thread it, you would just run it in the top and then run it back in the lower. And that is nice and sturdy. So, you know, I'm really falling in love with these foldable, packable backpacks, and one of the reasons is I do have a lot of day packs, but they're tough to carry, man. They're kind of a pain to take on trips, and so you know, especially when they're really distinctly padded, they don't fit into carry-ons. I know when I travel, I really try to get everything into my carry-on only. I hate checking bags. If you're like me, if that resonates, then a backpack like this, I can fold up, is no bigger than like your toiletries kit, and folds up this quickly, is a perfect thing to take, because if you want to go on a day hike, you want to carry stuff. I will tell you, I went on a day hike today and I carried a water bottle in my hand. I didn't have anything else. And just the jiggling of my car keys, my phone, and then having a water bottle in my hand the whole time was kind of annoying. I would have easily loved to throw those in a backpack like this, carried them around on my back, cinched it up, and had a much more lively hike, and it would have been more enjoyable. So this Aishanglang Sportswear Company foldable backpack, it's not too expensive. I'll put a link in the description. I think this is a real winner. Peter von Panda, out.